let's talk about typical pricing for treatment with the Skin Classic. They can be a few different ways. You can charge per irregularity. $25 to $35 would be a general rule of thumb. Or you can treat the client holistically like I do and treat from the forehead to the décolleté to try to create a more homogeneous look for your client at one time, or you can break it up. Typical treatments in my office are coupled with an exfoliating procedure like microdermabrasion, dermafile, dermaplaning, a mechanical type of exfoliation, and it can be light, but I like for the client to feel something soothing, something that feels good, that they can come back for as a maintenance treatment, and they will have already experienced it, and I'm sure they would absolutely love either one of those treatments before the Skin Classic. So when I treat from the forehead to the décolleté, say, I have to take into account the number of irregularities. So upon a consultation, I cleanse the client's skin. I will go through their skin, let them hold a handheld mirror, and look at what I am identifying. And as I say, go through the forehead, I may see some clogged pores, milia, flat hyperpigmentation, maybe some cherry angiomas, and I'm careful to point all of these out to the client, gently of course, and at the end of the consultation, I can give them an estimate, and an estimate in my office is typically anywhere between $200 to $300, and that is coupled with the exfoliating procedure prior to. So the client can expect to have everything treated at one time. They may be a little crusty, but it would be all done at one time. And so when they come back in a month or 6 weeks, they're going to look more homogeneous. And then I can move forward with another portion of treatment. Say, maybe I want to do a package of microdermabrasions or peels, or you might have another procedure in your arsenal that you know that client can benefit. So when the client sees that most of all the junk is gone, then you can work on putting the icing on the cake with other procedures. So general rule of thumb, $25 to $35 per irregularity if it's an add-on to a treatment, or if you're doing a Skin Classic treatment, which begins with an exfoliating type of treatment first, anywhere from $200 to $300. And I think that's a very fair pricing for these types of things. And in the future, the client that has, say, paid me $250 to do their face, neck, and décolleté, maybe 6 months down the road, I may be doing a microdermabrasion on Mrs. Jones and say, Mrs. Jones, I see that you're starting to get a few more capillaries around your nose and a little on your cheeks. Would you like for me to treat those for you today? Your treatment today was $85. I can do those additional capillaries for maybe $45. Would that be okay with you? And of course the client will always add those on so that they can little by little keep their complexion looking much more clearer to them. So I think it's a very fair price, and there's also more than one way to skin a cat, but that's how I do it. Thanks.